This is Lindsay the Halfling Bard. 15 of 45. How cool is that? The Halfling Bard.
Join the team.
Oh. Hey team, this is McGuire Review, and we are going to do another unboxing here. And this time we are going to do the Pathfinder series. Now, we have done quite a few unboxings on these WizKid figures, which I think are fantastic. I think these are great just for your general play, when you're doing your RPGs, whether it's D&D or Pathfinder. These really are interchangeable, depending on what you're really looking for and what's in your adventure. This set, however, is specifically for the Pathfinder Battles, and this is the Kingmaker set. Now, these have been out for a little while. These were released in 2018, and I wanted to go through a brick of these because I think this is really a great set, this Kingmaker set. There's a lot of really cool figures in here that I think are very interchangeable, but again, specifically designed for Pathfinder. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a full brick we're going to go through, and each box does include 4 figures. It tells you right there on the side. So we'll get this open. Ha! Ah! Oh, Bear, get that. All right, I'll get it. Okay, get this out of the way, and we'll get into them. All right, so we got all 8 boxes. We're going to rip through these pretty fast. And I'm going to put them out front. Bear will get down on the miniature cam after we have opened most of these up. So I think once I get to probably the last box, we will start the miniature cam and start going through so you can see all these up close. Again, this is kind of just table-ready play quality on these, but again, I think these are getting better and better with every edition they come out. I don't want people to expect these to just be these phenomenally sculpted and painted miniatures. I mean, team, these are mass production kind of things, and for what they are and the price that you're paying, I think they're pretty good for getting 4 pre-painted sculpts if you're not a painter in these sets, whether they're Pathfinder or the D&D that WizKids make. I think they're pretty good. All right, so here we go, getting into Pathfinder Kingmaker, and the first, oh sweet, we got one of the, I think these are the rock giants? No, the large Spriggan. Okay, this one, this is a really cool sculpt. I actually really like this one, and this one particularly is painted really well. And the other one that I have, because this is, I do already have one of these guys, the consistency on the 2 that I have are done really, really nice. And it's a really great sculpt. It's a larger sculpt, and he's just holding that big rock ready to like chuck it. It's a really, really great figure. I really like this one. Now, so I'll put him right out there. Check him out a little bit closer later. Let's see each one of these. We got, right, the Bloody Skeleton, 9 of 45. And he is 25 of 45. So 9 of 45, the Bloody Skeleton. That's actually pretty cool. Like these skeletons, very reusable. And I don't have any that are like that, a Bloody Skeleton. So that's pretty cool. All right, next one we got here is, oh, very awesome. A Weretiger, 23 of 45. That's pretty sweet. Wow, that is really cool. And I really like the paint job on this one. There's a lot, you know, all those lines, and all the lines on my sculpt here look done really nice. The mouth is nice and tight. The eyes are good and tight. These look really good so far. So far, looking really good. All right, next one. Let's see what we got here. This is the Downward Cat, maybe, 5 of 45. This is pretty awesome, too. I like these. Look at all these little, you know, creatures that we're getting. These are really good. They're highly reusable in a lot of different campaign settings, these little creatures like this. Pretty cool first box there we've got that side. All right, into the next. And we are going to start just kind of ripping into these. I will keep one of the boxes in decent shape. I do like to always keep at least one box in decent shape. Oh, sweet. All right, put that down there. We've got the Omni Mage, 28 of 45. This guy looks pretty sweet. To look him up, he looks like he might carry a little bit of value with him. Pretty awesome. He's got the transparent little mage energy going there in his hand, and an awesome sword. And again, lots of detail on this sculpt, and the paint job is super tight. The teeth, the eyes, these are looking fantastic. Really, really good. One thing that I will call out in the paint job that is on this one is on the metal part of the armor here, it is using kind of a metallic fleck paint, versus the paint that's on some of the other areas, like the greens and the skin color. But the armor is definitely using a metallic fleck paint, so that looks pretty awesome. Next one we got here, another one of the bloody skeletons, 9 of 45, excellent. So we got a couple of those guys, highly reusable. This guy looks pretty sweet. Oh, love this sculpt. What is this? Why does it not have... That's interesting. This one here came kind of with its own stand. It doesn't have a number on the bottom, and it's a scarecrow. I wonder if this is something special. It's like a scarecrow, and it doesn't have a bottom number to it. It's got its own little base. This is an awesome figure. Troll Hound, 17 of 45. It's pretty sweet looking. Then we've got the Bloody Skeleton, the one that we just unboxed. All right, so that's what we got there. And that one. Next. Ah! Oh, God! Okay, all right. Get the little... Okay, that one came out of its little package. There we go. And then... Oh, that one did too. And then here is the... Let's see, what is this? This is the Hill Giant. Nice. 29 of 45. Got a nice Hill Giant. He looks pretty cool. That'll come in use. We've got... Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes! The Toad. Well, Giant Frog is what it's technically called. 7 of 45. I really wanted the Toad. This was one of the main sculpts, believe it or not, for some reason that I wanted. And I hope I actually get dupes on the Toad. So, we'll see. Here we go with the Web Lurker. 12 of 45. It's a pretty cool little sculpt. I like that purple that it's got going on there. And then here is Stagg Lord, 18 of 45. This is an awesome sculpt. I love this. This is great. Now, how cool would that be to use as like a ranger or a druid in any type of game? I love the kind of stag sort of horned helm that he's wearing and how they sculpted that fur cloak kind of flying out behind him as he very quickly probably slides into position to take a shot there with the bow and arrow. This is an awesome sculpt. He's got a sword there on his side, and the quiver, it's a side quiver. This is sweet. I love that one. That is awesome. All right. Man, I told you, team, this is a great set. Again, if you play Pathfinder, perfect. If you don't, this is a great set that I think has very highly reusable sculpts. And there's a Stagg Lord. He's actually promoted right there on the box. Very highly reusable sculpts that are just great. These are really coming out looking nice. Okay. Oh, sweet! Yes! Okay, this is the Troll Leader, 26 of 45. This one's actually kind of... harnessed in here with a little tie, probably because of the size and the weight of this one. It's got a little bit more weight to it. This one is awesome. Wow. Troll Leader. Look how sweet that is. That's going to be reused in tons of stuff, and the paint job looks awesome. I'm really impressed with these Pathfinder sets. They did a phenomenal job on this Kingmaker. The sculpts and the paint on this look great. Let's see here. Army, Ant Swarm. An Ant Swarm. I don't have any Ant Swarms. I got Rat Swarms. No Ant Swarms. So it's a massive ant hill. That is pretty unique. All right. Next one here is... Oh, this is an awesome one. The Divine Guardian, 32 of 45. Oh, did we call that Ant Swarm out? It was 4 of 45. Divine Guardian... It's got kind of a headdress that he's wearing here, with a spear, some feathers maybe on the pants, some sandals. Just a really cool look. Very unique sculpt. Put him there. And then we've got the Werewolf, which is 19 of 45. Your standard werewolf. That's a pretty good sculpt there for a werewolf as well. Good Lord, that piece of plastic won't leave me. Werewolf's pretty cool. Put him down there. All right. That's that set. Now into our final four. Moving through. Into the final four. Ah! Ooh, yes! Yes! I wonder if it's going to be like the rest of these unboxings where we'll get down to the last one and it'll be like the best fig. That happens a lot. If you've watched any of these other unboxings. This is one I specifically wanted, the Manticore, which is 31 out of 45. This guy is really cool. He's got a really good sculpt to him. I don't have any figures that look like this, and it's just got a really good look. It's got a good size to it. I like how they sculpted that wingspan. The wings are really wide to the base of the character. If we put it down here next to maybe something else, let's use one of our, we don't have any, let's use this character here, this human character. If we put that down there next to the Manticore, we can kind of see the scaling there. It's really well done. I mean, as far as the size of this actual sculpt, and just it's got a lot of detail to it, and it's got quite a few different paint colors. One thing I'm seeing WizKids do more and more is this utilization of lots of different colors. It's not just, oh, this part is brown, this part is orange. You can see on the sculpt, and you'll be able to see once we get to this last box, Bear is going to get in on the miniature cam real close on all these. You'll be able to clearly see that there is a couple different colors of brown that are being used on the brown. There's a couple different colors of orange as well as brown that's being used. Here on the wings, you can see the orange color, you can see the orange wash, you can see the brown wash, you can see the dark brown. They're really utilizing multicolor effects on a lot of their sculpts now, which are adding a lot of depth and quality and look to how good the sculpt looks. And again, I mean, you're paying anywhere, I mean, depending on where you're getting this, you're not paying a lot, right? You're paying 10, 12, 13 bucks maybe even cheaper than that sometimes for these box sets. You're getting one larger fig and 3 smaller, and you're getting all that for that price point. So, you know, with the reusability of them, depending on what you're playing, I just think the value is really there, team. You know, I mean, you could make the argument that, hey, the sculpts could be tighter, or they could be deeper cut, or the paint could be better. Well, yeah, of course. If you went out and painted it yourself and you had those skills, you probably could paint it better. But again, these are mass-produced. They come at a fairly low price point for what you're getting. They're absolutely table-ready. They look good on the table, playing. They add a lot of theme and dimension to your games as you're playing your games. And I just think they're doing a great job with them. They get better and better every new series that comes out. Okay, we got the Gargoyle here, 22 of 45. He looks really good. I like the stone gray that they used here. They didn't overdo it, and it actually looks really good on this with this flat gray. Great Gargoyle sculpt there. We've got got a little guy here. He looks like a goblin. What do we got? A Springen. Now, we had another one of those guys somewhere. Where did I see that? Who was called that? Yeah, this guy was called that. So here is a large, and here is, I would say, a small. So this is essentially the same type of character, but there's big ones and little ones. That's pretty cool. He's like a giant one. And this is 2 of 45. He's carrying like a crossbow and some type of like mallet type weapon. It does look like he has a quiver kind of on the back hanging off. Really cool little sculpt. I really like that. I love the fact that you got a small one and a large one. That's pretty neat. All right. Let's get here. We've got another. Oh, sweet. This one carries a little bit of a price with it. This is good. This is 36 of 45. It's the Valerie Human Fighter. Pretty awesome sculpt. I like the use of the transparent plastic, which they actually painted red, so it's not purely transparent, but you can see it does carry the light there as the light kind of shines through it. Nice big large sword and shield. Kind of looks like, kind of carries the look of almost like a paladin warrior. Very awesome little sculpt. Love that. All right, next box, and we're down to the final 2. Or the final 4. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. Yes! Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Having another one of those troll leaders. These guys are so awesome. I mean, think about taking on 2 of these guys in your campaign, right? Man, and also, this is a good example of being able to compare the quality, and especially on these larger sculpts. So let's go ahead. We're going to do a quick comparison. Oh, this is awesome. This one sold out online. Sweet. Definitely wanted that one. 13 of 45. The Monitor Lizard carries kind of a purple with a dark matte, like gray tongue. Very cool little sculpt there. I love these little lizards and dragon type sculpts. All right, let's look at the quality between these two guys. First, we're going to start with the clubs. Clubs look good. A little bit of a different variation on the green wash that goes down into that brown, which is something I would like to see. I don't want exact, you know, replica here. The eyes look the same, mouth the same. This one, the teeth are painted up a little bit higher than on this sculpt, but not a problem. It still actually looks really good. It looks like this one here is kind of snarling a little bit more. Tongue is the same. Everything else looks good. Front looks good. The wash is a little deeper on the bone parts on this one, where the green wash is a little deeper on this one. So the actual cracks, and you'll be able to see this, I'll put these side by side in the up close video. The actual cracks on this one, well, it's interesting because the back arm is a little bit more defined than this one, and here the front skin is a little bit more defined on this one than this one. But they both still look really, really good. It isn't like the paint is messed up or smeared up between these two, and I like the slight variation on the washing because it makes them look a little different, which is good in my opinion, right? Versus having two of them that look identical side by side, they do look a little bit different. So that's pretty awesome, okay? So that checked out, was good for us. Now we're going to see this. This one looks pretty cool. This is a bat swarm. Nice. Classic bat swarm, 3 of 45. Just got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bats. That's pretty cool. All kind of swarmed in. That's a nice bat swarm sculpt. I don't have anything like that. And let's see here. This, oh sweet. This is Lindsay. This is Lindsay the Halfling Bard. 15 of 45. How cool is that? The Halfling Bard. Love the Halfling figures, and I love the bards. So that is very cool. Just a classic bard. Oh. Holding her instrument there. Very, very cool. I have to check that one out and get up on close on it. That is awesome. Okay, that's that. All right, getting down to the final two. We are going to start the up close miniature cam here in a second. Bear will load it up for us, and we will get into the... Oh, sweet. Okay, this one did not have a large figure. However, and this should have been the last box because it would have been epic, it is the throne. Okay, there it is. This is the throne. This one carries some price with it. So awesome. I nailed the throne. Now, this one does not come with a base either, so it's probably the same as this little scarecrow where it has kind of its own base and it's not numbered. Okay, so similar to that scarecrow, we got this throne is so sweet. Look at that. Look how awesome that throne is, and these furniture pieces are awesome because you can reuse these as well for lots of different things. We got a dupe, another one of the web lurkers, 12 of 45. These guys are pretty cool. We got another one of the Stagg Lords, 18 of 45. I probably wouldn't have wanted a dupe on him. However, I'll take it. Maybe this becomes an enemy in some campaign. And then the last one we've got here is... Oh, awesome. This is the River Kingdom's Ruffian, 8 of 45. This one's got a really cool look, too. He's holding this big mug of ale, and he's carrying, like, a barrel on his back, and he's got this big... this big club that he carries. He's pretty awesome, and he's got some size to him as well. If you compare him there to the to this fighter, he's got some good size to him. All right, Bear, go ahead and load up the up close miniature cam, and let's get in on those miniatures up close. And now we are entering the final box. Okay, we're going to take the tape off, and we're going to see. I don't know if this is going to be something epic because we nailed the throne. That would have been a great last box unboxing. We hit the throne in that one. So I don't know if this one... Okay, it does have a larger sculpt in it. I don't know what it is just yet. And here we go. The final box. Okay, all right, what do we got? Okay, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet character. How do you pronounce that? Auzotu. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. 43 out of 45. It is a higher number of the set. This is pretty sweet, though. That thing is looking pretty awesome. It is a pretty awesome looking little beast. And I'll put that right up here. Actually, I'm going to put it right over here because that way you don't end up seeing it first on the video. Okay? So that's where that is. And then let's get into our last ones here. Oh, sweet. We got another character. Oh, it's one of these, the Were-Rat archers. 24 or 45. I do already have one of these guys. So now I got a dupe on him, which is awesome. Because those are very reusable. Oh, sweet! Yes! This is one that I wanted. 1 of 45, the Fay Dragon. Yes, the Fay Dragon. Now, a lot of folks don't know the Fay Dragon is actually very small. Sometimes when you see it online, you think it's larger. This is the Fay Dragon Sculpt, and you can see just how small that is. 1 of 45, carries that #1 of the set. That thing is sweet. I love that thing. That is little Fay Dragon. Okay, last one here, and it looks like we have... This is pretty sweet. Tax Warden, 11 of 45. Pretty awesome looking, just a red cloak, lots of silver armor, real bulky, just looking like something you don't want to run into. So, pretty awesome sculpt on that one as well. It is that, I would say, humanoid kind of figure size. You can see it there next to the Stagg Lord. It isn't any bigger by any means. And this scarecrow here is pretty sweet. I really like that scarecrow. And I got the we got the throne. Okay, we got the throne, which is sweet. Oh man, I ripped every one of those boxes. And I didn't keep any of those boxes nice. All right. Okay, team. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing of this Kingmaker set. I don't know if we're going to do any more of the Kingmakers. We'll see. I know that we will continue to do more of the D&D sets as those are released. We are also going to do some of the larger sculpts, so expect those coming as well. Again, this has been the WizKids Pathfinder Battles Kingmaker set. So hit that like, hit the subscribe below to join the team. Keep rolling them, Brits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time, Bear. Let's roll!